It's good to see you again, and if you're new here, welcome. Many great adventures begin in a tavern, and when I think of a tavern, one in particular comes to mind. The Lion's Pride Inn from the MMO World of Warcraft. I've always been a big fan of the way the Alliance cities look, and Goldshire is the first quest hub that many new adventurers will see. Using the Alliance Inn aesthetic as my reference, I set out to build a Tavern Diorama with a mix of handmade and 3D printed parts, roughly themed after the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire. With my trusty black walnut plank in hand, I began this build by laying out the base, raised floors, and walls of the tavern to be cut with a box cutter. The foam board should be rigid enough to support the structure when it's all glued together with the walls, and much easier to cut than wood, and also doesn't require any extra tools.
I find music is a spiritual food. And when people eat it, they get a recharge of energy.
Now I have finished cutting all the main pieces that will make up the floors and walls of the tavern, using a little bit of tape to get a rough fitting, and some miniatures for some scale, one small 32mm and a larger 75mm, just to make sure everything has enough space. And here we get to see our first glimpse of the rough outline of the tavern. For the raised floors, I cut the ends off of popsicle sticks and glue them to the base with CA glue. I chose CA glue here because I wanted something that was going to set fast and not totally clog the pores of the wood. I also didn't want to use hot glue here because I was worried that the hot glue would spill over into the gaps between the popsicle sticks, making it look like a less natural floor. Staggering the popsicle sticks so that the ends would have a slightly random pattern where the two sticks meet helps to sell the wood floor effect that I'm going for. To trim the excess, I tried a few different tools like a craft knife, box knife, side cutters, and a coping saw. But in the end, I found it easiest to use the side cutters. Next, I stain the wood with alcohol ink diluted with isopropyl alcohol. Just a few drops in some rubbing alcohol, and I brush it on and let it sit for a second, wiping off any excess with a scrap cloth. The wood sticks take on a heavy used, stained wood floor look. Then I seal it with a coat of acrylic medium and move on with the next one. In the next video, I'm going to tackle the walls. But until next time, enjoy some shots of the project thus far, and thank you for watching. Until next time, come take a seat by the hearth.